Okay, so I've printed out a copy of my rough just to give me a guide. I'm just going to mark off some quick things to give me my overall proportions of where things are going. And let's start going from there. Now, another way to do this would be you could take like a light board and have this drawing underneath and the light showing through. But I'm using a watercolor paper, which is pretty thick rather. And it really doesn't show the light through too well. It's kind of hard to see through it that way. So we're going to wing it. We're going to draw it. Okay, so I'm going to draw it very lightly because I'm going to put a watercolor wash over this. So first I want to make the big circle here for the ball that Iggy is balancing on. Let's roughly sketch that out. And then over here I'm going to have Bunny. And you see we've got this kind of great flowing shape going through and bringing the fireball right into Bunny, so it makes it very threatening to him. So that one kind of like coming over him. So we just get this kind of wonderful kind of flowing-esque kind of shape. And then I can just start constructing my characters. So he's about 3 heads high. So his body's going to come like this. And I've got a nice bend in the leg here. So I'm wrapping the foot around the ball as if it's this dimensional shape. And then this leg kind of put over is using the counterbalance. And I want to get more angles in that. Angles definitely make things more interesting rather than straightening things out. I don't want to do this. It's much more interesting to maybe have it this way and have that. And maybe bulbs out there. And definitely play with straights against curves too. So play this curve here, that, and bring this around that way. And that makes more interesting shapes. So now his other arm is throwing the ball up. And this one is ready to catch the next ball. And Iggy and Bunny have very cartoony hands. It's very simple, kind of like the animator's glove, which I'm using. It helps me not blur the drawing by having my hand prints on it and stuff. And the other thing the gloves are great for are using on a Cintiq, a drawing tablet, because your hand doesn't stick to the tablet and just flows over it nice and easily. Also, on a rainy day like today, keep your hands warm. So I like using the gloves. Okay, so now we got Iggy Bunny down here. He's reading his book. It's more interesting to do that. I had the book this way. I think it's better if we keep it this way. It gives him more air around his face. So, those giant reacting eyes. His ears are really popping up. And I like this shape that I've got going on here. It's kind of an oval shape that the ears do, and I lost it here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of erasing on this. Okay, so his hands are holding the book. Yeah, it's much more fun that way. And if I get those ears working right, it'll be really good. Okay. And the glasses help define which way his head is pointed. So this fireball is coming down, and he's got 2 more up here. One. It's kind of do like it, keeping that one up higher. And bring this one down a little bit, the original sketch. And I feel Iggy's head, even in the sketch, is not attached very well. There's too much neck for Iggy. The way I usually draw Iggy is this kind of teardrop shape for the body that goes right into the head like that. And here I've given him a neck, and it's not as appealing for a cartoon character like Iggy. So I'm going to want to bring that down. And if I had a computer, I could just lasso it and move it, but it's going to be a watercolor, and so let's just put Iggy away here. Let's lighten up some of these lines, because these are just kind of guidelines for where I'm going to put the color in, and then after I finish the color, I'll put a nice line over the color. So let's see how this is looking. All right. Okay. So I lost this really nice curve in Iggy's body here, which I want to try and get back. There we go. And his foot goes off in the distance, so it should be getting smaller. So we're going to taper the foot. We're also going to have to keep this arm down because it's fighting his face. So I'm kind of muddy already here. So yeah, in the sketch, again, I've got this nice shoulder shape going that pulls it down. I had it like go way up. It's really important to like keep looking at your drawing and seeing it, really seeing what's going on with it, because it's so easy to just kind of think it's doing what you want. And get this arm shape. I'm so used to using the computer nowadays where you just undo or cut and paste. But that doesn't work for. I'll keep this way back more, so it's just that's better. And bring this ball down maybe a little bit. Okay, it's not too bad. I'm going to try and find a kneaded eraser, and I'll be back.